Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to our first devlog, right? That's what we're doing, Danny?
Yep, first dev vlog for the month of June. We're gonna see if we can try to do this once a month if possible. I think that'd be cool.
Just to give you
Just
guys a little update on stuff that's going on in the game. So,
exactly. Yeah, if we can kind of show y'all once a month kind of what we're up to, then I think that keep everybody uh, knowledgeable what's happening and everything instead of just only showing you tutorials. We can also show you like what we've been doing with the tutorials.
that's cool. That's cool. Well, with that being said, what kind of cool stuff did we do in June?
Yeah, so we mostly worked with the mechanics. I think that was the biggest thing for me. We actually just got this guy, our first character, Mallet Boy, in. So I'll show off just real quick. We got some fun little squash and stretch animations, a little bit of that rubber hosing going on. As you can see over here as well, he has IK hand that's just kind of like following, makes it really nice for nice and smooth animations. And if you go to the side here, you can see how his body actually will react to the speed or reverse or forward of it. So it's pretty fun and smooth. But
That's awesome.
ultimately, oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Our animator Josh was just he did an awesome job on blending and implementation. Um, so kind of the idea that we're gonna go with right now is to have it similar to Mario Kart play. And what I mean by that is kind of like smooth controls, kind of easy to play with, easy reverse, and kind of like with the drifting system that we have just built out. You kind of let me bring it a little bit lower. See, there's a little hop, and then post hop you can drift, and then after a drift you'll launch forward, as you see by the speed in the bottom left. So yeah, we've been doing quite a bit mechanically. Um, I'll show you guys in a minute also that little red box in front of you. That's for slipstream, which is basically if you're tailing another player, then you'll actually gain speed off of their speed.
Oh, that's cool.
Um,
That's cool.
yeah, it's some things that that are basically what Mario Kart does, and we want to just kind of have a similar feel to it. Not stray away from the norm as far as like the drive feel goes. So we also have this going on. So essentially, it's gonna be something similar to Mario Kart, or sorry, not sorry, Mario Galaxy, where you're able to kind of attract the wheels to the surrounding plane. Here, I'm gonna actually turn my volume down a little bit. I can barely hear myself. There we go. F11. But yeah, so kind of like similar to Mario Galaxy, where um, you will attach to the nearest plane. I'll show you an example of that if I can pull it off again. So like this. Let's see if I can land it.
Oh,
Oh, dang it! I didn't land it. But basically, you can sometimes sweep around this, and then almost. So see how it tried to attract to the outer side because I had enough momentum to try to sweep to the outer side, and see even there it's trying to attach to the ground plane from the that plane. Here's also an example that we have over here where it's literally sideways from the ground plane. However, I'm not falling off. So
that's
those are kind of mechanics and physics that we're working with this month. Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, I got a nice little mini test level going here to see what works, maybe what doesn't work. Wow, that's looks like making some good progress.
Yeah, we're also trying to get our like spring or like if you can kind of see, there's a little bit of a bounce with the wheels and everything, so it's almost kind of like having shocks of a vehicle, and I can kind of show you a little bit of the shocks action with here. Oops, I ended up jumping, so to try to get as much air as possible, you can kind of jump off of the ramping, but yeah, I think the shocks and it's driving good enough to where right now you're able to kind of off road, which is personally my favorite thing to do. in racing games or just driving games in general is just the off road. Um, I yeah, I was kind of thinking about it, and I feel like with Mario Kart, it's very clean. Like this is it's pretty clean like this, where you'll have very straight, um, roads and everything. But I think that with the Chaos Kart, we're gonna try to go with a more chaotic road and more natural feel to it. Um, anyway, yeah, that's kind of what we've got going on with this little test track over here.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I think the having the terrain be sort of bumpy like that could add to some really interesting uh, track design with maneuvering through certain areas. Like, not too many racing games. Well, there are some, but like that would really kind of push the envelope of kind of messing around with racing game level design. So I think yeah, having those
Mm.
kinds of off-roading kind of sections could be really interesting. So
Yeah, I think so too. I think it could be fun, and they could be even alternative routes, or shortcuts and things like that. Like where it's like, oh, you're not really supposed to do that, but you totally can. Like I think just having some interchangeability on where you go and the different tracks and everything you take, I think it could add more interest to the levels. Um, so that's kind of what we have for this. I will actually really quickly what we've been doing. Tyler McComb set this gym space up, and gyms and games, yeah, they are meant for showing off mechanics. So I'll show you what we're working with. So yeah, with this gym, we haven't added Mallet Boy yet. It's the standard cart, and right here we're seeing we're testing out the track width, like what makes the most sense for width, like what is good to maneuver around if you're, say, like we're going to be racing 9 other carts or something like that, and is it good to maneuver around like this space? Can I drift around it easily? Is it feel good? um yeah, and also we're testing out our AI here. As you can see, these
oh
are the other
wow,
carts.
yeah, look at them go.
So yeah. So right here I can show off my slipstream. So you see, it's turning blue when I get close to it. That means that I'm like slipstreaming off of them using their momentum, or they're like the air flow essentially, to gain speed and pass them up like that. Um,
That's cool.
so it's kind of, yeah. This is a little great little area to test for the AI, and here we're testing out we have these little blocks. We're testing out the checkpoint system. If I pass through this and this, if I were to die, so right there it reset me back over here. So it's like it's a reset one for this, and then in the track I'm going to show you last, the castle track, there's checkpoint systems strewn across like every 20 or 30 feet equivalently. Um,
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, we were doing a little bit of a traction thing for this, like, oh, like how intense of a hill can this cart physics can withstand, and so far it's actually been pretty good. Like you can almost Spider-Man it. For instance, like if I'm over here, I can go up this almost no problem,
Oh wow.
and yeah.
Get some serious
Um,
air there.
yeah. I was doing a kind of a drift thing. Oh, looks like I'm able to shoot my bomb in this one.
Oh hey, there it is.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny. If I hit it, then oh, there we go.
Whoa.
See, I guess now I can get on this stuff.
Wow, there you go. Epic
But
shortcuts. I like it.
it's things like that. What I think that will be kind of interesting is that if it has semi-realistic stylized physics kind of thing with then based off of your character mechanics, like your neat character mechanics, you might actually be able to be higher up in an area, whereas other cards can't. Similar to our Overwatch, where some characters can like climb or fly, and others can't. So
Racer
you might have a
specific kind of tracks. That's interesting. Yeah.
yeah. So some of the characters may have an advantage in certain areas, but then they might not be as fast on the ground, or there's other things that they might miss. So just kind of make sure it's balanced in that way. But
Cool.
anyway, yeah, this is the kind of the gym that we started with, kind of the verify these mechanics.
Awesome. Well, it's looking good. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler's
Gymnasiums are super important for level design because they also let you figure out like how the units of how long everything needs to be. So like those sections of the track there were like specific units of like, oh, this is like 12 meters long or 16 or
right.
whatever, and then you can vary those up throughout the level. So really helpful when you're actually designing your level. So
Yeah, it's really good for QA too. Because say if I was gonna have myself racing on one of like the track area with the AI, if I'm kind of falling off the edge, then we know that it's not wide enough. Like
yeah,
we don't want to have the players frustrated because they're trying to race and falling off the edge. However, there should be some give with that. If they're going full speed around a turn, then maybe they, maybe that's fine. Because it's you're not really supposed to do that in normal racing games anyway.
absolutely,
Um,
absolutely. Cool.
with this, we
Yeah, what do
have
we have going on here? This looks pretty awesome.
yeah, we have Tyler McCombs block out. You may have seen the video from I think it was this earlier this week or last week where we
It
had
was last
Tyler
week, I think.
last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, showing off Tyler's pipeline of this like castle track. So let me maneuver around a little bit. So over
Ooh,
here
wow.
we have kind of like the we have kind of the castle and um, the towers. You can kind of go in there. Here we have the courtyard leading up to the castle, and over here we're gonna have kind of like these like village slums in a way. So there's two different paths of being able to go that cross. And it'll be kind of like the slums, kind of just to have this like medieval
Ah.
town to castle feel.
So
So all
it's
this will
kind of
be
like the
built out.
Hyrule Castle town, right? Before you actually get to Hyrule Castle, right?
Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah,
Okay.
it's something like that. Just kind of show all sides of this track and have a little bit more story to it than the average maybe track we would have.
Cool.
And then we might have some like mountains in the background or something like that. Right now we have these kind of big structural type things. But yeah, let me get into it. Right here we're kind of testing the AI on this track. So
Oh wow. Look at him
yeah,
go.
they're going at it. Unfortunately, the AI isn't perfect, as you can see. That some of them get knocked off, and they do have the tracking system, as you can see, whether that circle or that sphere, so they can see a little bit ahead of them, and they're able to path accordingly. So I want to go ahead and try to slipstream with this guy, get past him.
Whoa! Look at those
Yeah. So
glorious
right now
Unreal physics.
oh yeah, we definitely have some collider things we need to fix up, but that's totally fine. That's just some things that we need to do. The whole point of game dev is just seeing what works and what doesn't work and fixing it. Oh,
Whoa!
that jerk knocked me off. I almost
Wow.
did. Yep.
Nice
How dare
recovery. Nice recovery.
he? um, yes, this is gonna be the courtyard area, and we're following up to the castle. Um, yeah, so he kind of just was going off of the whole
Whoa!
the whole like medieval theme.
Oh no!
Yeah, here we go. Let me. Okay, so now I can probably get back on the plane this way because it's currently doesn't have the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Similar to how you can get back on planes with the Mario platforms.
Yeah.
Here we go. But anyway, yeah, definitely a lot of things we have to work on. And this is just a block out with no like artistic definition as far as like materials go or textures.
Well, it's so
But
important to do this block out because then you get a feel
yes,
of what the level is going to be like when it's finished. So,
exactly.
for all of
Yeah,
you
it's
like who want to be level designers, this part of the pipeline is super important
absolutely.
because like even like AAA games will do this. Like, so it's super important to figure
This
out how
guy's
it feels in the environment. Whoa, yeah, he was having a bad day there.
Yeah, he's not having a fun time. Yeah, I remember when I watched the how they made Overwatch videos from Blizzard, and they were only using Tracer, and they were just fighting each other with Tracer just to see if it's fun, and they were using these like big squares and everything to define a level, and yeah, it totally made sense. And Tyler McCombs, that's what he likes to do specifically is kind of plan out levels. Like for instance, we'll have these rectangles are going to be knights that attack the track, similar to how in Mario Kart they had the chain chomps attack the track. Earlier when we go in the courtyard and they had that big split, we plan on having some archers in the tower. Looks
Oh
like I fell.
no!
Yeah, oh, that's fine. It's because I can just reset.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we'll have some archers in the tower just to have some extra. That's funny. If you saw that, if you fall like that guy did, then you're able to respawn in that zone. However, in the area that I fell a second ago, we don't have a death plane currently active, so I wasn't able to. It didn't signify that I was dead, so I basically didn't spawn back on the track. But normally that would be the case. So like, we're not trying to have the people frustrated, the players frustrated with it, falling off the track constantly and not be able to get back on very well. But yeah,
So
that's
are
kind of
those death
hmm?
planes? Those are all blueprints. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's a blueprints attached to the death planes, and you can like scale it however you want to, and you
Okay.
basically just put it like anywhere that you might fall, so that the game understands that you have died or you have fallen, and
Right.
so you'll proc like, say if you have 10 health, then you'll lose like maybe 2 health from falling,
Okay.
and so it's like a damage thing, and it's also responding off these near checkpoints. That's what those little like, bracket squares are that we're passing over.
Oh
These
wow.
new checkpoints.
So
So
you
if I were to fall right now,
you really don't want to fall off the map in this game. It damages you and
yeah,
you lose some positioning in the race. So
right, exactly. I mean, luckily you might be able to slipstream back, or if you target your drifting properly, then you might be able to kind of. Let's see if I can drift a little past these guys. Yeah.
ooh,
Oh,
look at those
oh,
moves.
oh,
Oh.
close, almost. Yeah, there's still some collision
Hmm.
issues, but I mean, honestly, you. It's pretty close to where I think we're like right here. I can kind of drift around this corner, and that's feeling pretty good. But anyway, that's kind of what
Looks pretty
we
good.
have going on. Whoop.
Whoa.
See, yeah, the one issue that we're running into is that we're post boost. We're getting way too well post drift. I mean, we're getting way too much boost, and it's almost uncontrollable because it's like doubling your speed for maybe 2 seconds. So
Oh, okay.
that's just the things we have to adjust as we do QA. So
For sure. Playtesting super important.
absolutely.
Cool. Well, is there anything else you wanted to show off, Danny?
I think well, we have a few other things that we've been doing, but definitely this track was a big part of what we were doing, just verifying the driving mechanics. We'll be having some VFX and everything added to this next month, so look forward to that for the next devlog. Um, adding Mallet Boy was just done this week, so we are able to show them off for you and everything. Um, but yeah, I think the perfecting the AI a little bit more was what we were kind of working on, and the health systems, the collision, the checkpoints. So there's just been quite a bit, but we have a whole lot more to go. And of course, these blocks will be filled up with art soon, so that'll also be a big part of the next months. But yeah, I think that's probably about it. Do you have any other questions?
I'm just excited to see what's coming up next. So, yeah,
Absolutely. Well, thanks for watching, everybody, and hope to look forward to showing you the next devlog month. Thanks for watching, y'all.